everyone, I'm Chestic44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Tyranny. Last episode, we went and fought a bunch of Bronze Brotherhood out in Twin Rivers, where we were told we needed to get a keystone in order to get into the old walls where Raytamon was hiding. We need to come over here to get it. We also found that criminal we were supposed to deal with, only to find out that he was only a criminal because he spotted his favored breaking the law and they wanted to stop him. Now, let's see about doing what we can here. And there's dead disfavored here. Disfavored scouts such as these are not an uncommon sight in Deserter's March. These two were likely attempting to observe the Brotherhood camp below and were gifted several arrows for their troubles. Crude map. A disfavored soldier drew a crude map depicting Deserter's March and other nearby wilderness areas. Multiple lines and connection points likely indicate patrols and fortified positions. The sheer number of them suggests that Kyrus' forces are making aggressive attempts to control the region surrounding Lethian's Crossing. It does make sense. And there's Myrek up in the corner, who we need to deal with. We'll get to him eventually. Just gonna look around everywhere around here first. Deer! I can clearly see where the camp is. Who's this? Kalia. The young woman looks you up and down. What in Kyrus' bloated bladder do you want? You may want to reconsider how you address a Fatebinder. Sorry, I'm a little on edge lately. I was trying to talk to Locke, but then that other Brotherhood soldier showed up and things went to shit. What are you doing out here in Deserter's March, anyway? I'm doing my part, is what I'm doing. I've come to Deserter's March to join the Bronze Brotherhood. And there's nothing that you can do to stop me. Why is joining the Bronze Brotherhood so important to you? The Bronze Brotherhood are the true protectors of Lethian's Crossing. They kept us safe for years before Kyrus came. Things were better then, people were happier. My brother was happier. Your brother? My brother, Callian. He's kept a very close eye on me since the Brotherhood were kicked out of Lethian's Crossing. At first, I thought he might have sent you here to force me to go back home. He didn't send you, did he? You know what? Never mind, it's not important. I'm not going anywhere unless it's with the Brotherhood. Callian will have to learn how to live without me. I'm guessing you didn't see what the Brotherhood leader did in Lethian's Crossing. He probably did what no one else was willing to do. Stand up to Kyrus' soldiers. Raytamon is a good man. He would only do what he thought was necessary. Raytamon is not what you think he is. And what exactly do you think he is, Mr. Expert? Raytamon is a coward, a thief, and a murderer. He's not! You're lying to me. I know Raytamon. He's not like that. Wait. Were you and Raytamon... What? No! Ew! Raytamon were never a thing, item, whatever you want to call it. He was friends with my brother a long time ago. My brother was much happier when Raytamon was around. Back then, he didn't spend so much time worrying about me and how I try to live my life. I just want Callian to have that happiness again. If Callian and Raytamon can become friends again, my brother will leave me alone. Then I'll be free to explore the Tiers. You're joining the Brotherhood so you can repair the friendship between your brother and Raytamon? Essentially, yes. I want to make Callian happy so that I can be happy. When he's happy, he doesn't scrutinize every little thing I do. I just want to be free to live my own life, away from Callian, away from everyone. I want to explore the Tiers. I've spent my entire life in Lethian's Crossing because until recently I was considered too young to travel alone. Now that I'm old enough, I want to get out and see what's out there. My brother barely lets me leave to travel to the nearby villages, let alone go to some place like Halfgate. The Raytamon you knew is gone. You must realize that by now. I think I have. I've just been too afraid to face it until now. If Raytamon isn't the person my brother was friends with, then how do I make my brother happy enough to let me leave? Talk to Callion. Tell him that you are old enough to make your own choices. I'm not sure it'll work, but I'll try. Thank you, Jason Pendragon. I will return to Lethian's Crossing to talk to my brother. Okay, that worked. New quest, Blind Ambition. I didn't have it before, but sure, why not? You should return to him in Lethian's Crossing for my reward. Callion.
Can't do that.
I don't know where he is, but I will find him. Uh-oh. Found raiders. Executed Brotherhood soldiers have been lined up here, along with a small pile of gear, satchels, and rings. By the looks of it, they were something.
Have a look here.
I think it said unfairly executed. Or fairly, I don't know. Traitors, so Raytamon says anyway. Not my place to ask questions. Mysterious missive. This scrolled scrap of parchment tucked away in a satchel appears to be an undelivered missive. Are suspicious. Cannot deliver reports. Come to the march in a fortnight. Look for rusted blade and shield. Interesting. Oh, one path left to take. Looks like there's a little, bit of a fight here. Standoff. Raytamon is a murderer, a thief, and a coward. How can you stand with him? He went too far. Death is inevitable in war, but slaughtering innocent settlers? What possible reason could he have had to kill them? They were regrettable, but necessary deaths. Raytamon needs the helmet if we want to keep Lethian's Crossing out of Kairos' hands. Necessary? Do you hear what you're saying? That was a slaughter. And now the crossing is vulnerable. If the helm hasn't returned, the bane will overwhelm it. Everyone calm down. Myrek takes notice of you, shaking his head in disgust. So says the one who put Brotherhood soldiers to the sword at Twin Rivers. No, Fatebinder, I will not calm down. Raytamon was right to consider you a threat. He slams his hammer into the ground, knocking clumps of dirt apart in an angry spray. Locke, if you quarrel with a brother-in-arms while our enemy stands right here, mocking us. Locke quickly glances between you and Myrek, eyes wide in alarm. If the Fatebinder has murdered our friends, then he must be put down, that is clear. But I cannot stand with Raytamon either, Myrek. He's always been a bull-headed leader. That had its uses, and that's why I followed him. But if he means to kill the people we claim to protect, then he's no better than Tunon's lapdog here. No better. Myrek takes a deep breath, nodding to himself in a moment of clarity. Raytamon sent me to retrieve any loyal soldiers that I could find. Loyal soldiers, Locke. I assumed that would include you, but apparently I was wrong. The penalty for disloyalty is death. He points his hammer at his former comrade, and then at you. What are you all waiting for? Let's get to it already. Your skulls aren't going to crush themselves.
Heads up, we have company.
Well, looks like we're on a fight. Hold on, let's get some spells out here. Like, how about an Ignite Brand on you, and you go ahead and get your Lightning on you. You, yeah, Greater Renewal would be a good thing. And you, can you get out... Ah, you can get all of them. Good.
Protect. Time to change weapons.
And you, let's get this out. Alright, and now, you're going over here specifically because that is a perfect space, a perfect spot to throw... Well, maybe move a little more. There you go. That'll probably work. That definitely works.
More harm than this useless weapon. Time to change weapons.
Oh, fighting an iron ring for every dumbass to stay alive.
Pity we can't remedy this in a better way.
I need to try a different weapon. That's how it's done.
Slowly but surely, we're getting through this.
Time to change weapons.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Oh, jeez, I just realized Barrack's almost dead, but thankfully we got him. Okay, that could have gone a little better. Bronze Brotherhood Warhammer and Old Walls Keystone. Well, that's the stone we need. Now we have to head back to Twin Rivers. Hold on. Oh, the Brotherhood rarely camp in one location for more than a few weeks at a time, unless they become predictable targets for Kairos' forces. Alright, let's clear out the two that are down here in the corner. Because unfortunately, it has to happen.
That's how it's done.
Could be a relatively simple
Take that!
How that one missed, I don't
Entirely
know.
worthless.
And there we go. Those two are now dealt with.
Will do.
Now let's head back to Twin Rivers. Actually, before we do, quick trip to Lethian's Crossing to find this guy to report in on him. On her, whatever her name was. What was the name of the woman? What was the name of the guy we're trying to help? It was somewhere in here. Just gotta get through the loading screen. Okay, let's see. No. Not Lethian's mistress. It was one of these merchants, I have a feeling, but I don't know who. Let me see, what's the name here we're looking for? Callian. I feel like I saw that name somewhere, but I don't remember where. Hold on, there appears to be something happening here. No, Tarquin. My disgrace far exceeds yours. I ran from the battle and left everyone there to die. You know nothing, Livia. Instead of running, I hid behind Fausto as he was impaled, then let his body fall on top of me and used it as camouflage so the enemy would think I was dead. At least by fleeing, you left yourself open for an honorable battlefield death. I pushed Nona at 2 Brotherhood members, hoping it would cause a distraction to help ensure my escape. She is dead because of my cowardice, Tarquin. My shame goes far deeper than yours ever could. Fatebinder, your arrival is perfectly timed. We need you to advocate for us. Yes, settle this dispute for us. What is the matter at hand? During the recent Brotherhood raid on Lethian's Crossing, both Tarquin and I caused disgrace to come to the disfavored, and we do not know whose acts brought more shame. Yes, Fatebinder. We must pay for our failures, and we need you. Help us determine which one of us inflicted more pain on our brothers and sisters, so that person can try to redeem himself on us. That shouldn't have been the guy, that was a girl. I'm confused. One of you wants to be held responsible for what went wrong during the raid? We failed the disfavored, and both of us must be held responsible for what we did, but one of us caused more disgrace to come to Ash through our behavior, and that one should suffer the full brunt of reprisal. You must help us decide who. This is odd, but okay. If you bring me into this, you must both abide by my decision. Do you both agree? I eagerly agree. We must atone for the wrongs we have done. We will both abide by your decision, Fatebinder, else we would not have asked for your help. Livia, why is your disgrace greater than Tarquin's? Between us, I have caused more disappointment with my behavior. Clearly my failures should result in a much harsher punishment. Not only did I fail to maintain order, I fled the battle when I realized the danger. I thought of myself before my brethren, and for that I should be censured. Tarquin, why do you think you have more reason to atone? Livia says she failed Lethian's Crossing, but it's clear my failures are worse than hers. My cowardice resulted in the deaths of my fellow soldiers, and now I will live with that guilt. I must be made to pay for not living up to what is expected of me. Tarquin says he caused the deaths of fellow disfavored. How are your actions worse than his? In my desire to escape unharmed, I tripped another soldier so he would cause a distraction and ensure I could put enough distance between me and the Brotherhood while they finished him off. In my horrible state of self-preservation, I caused the death of a friend. This is on top of pushing Nona into another group of Brotherhood so she would delay them as I ran. My disgrace is clearly the worst. Livia says her cowardice is worse than your thoughtlessness. Tarquin, why should you bear the guilt of both your actions? She knows nothing about the depths of my shame. Arrows were flying about me, and I hid behind an elderly town person, shielding myself with her frail body. That is no disgrace compared to my actions. I picked up a young child as I ran, holding him in front of me in the hopes that he would take the brunt of any blow that befell me. Only a child? I assaulted a woman and took her clothing, pretending to be a townsperson, so I could escape without having to fight. Oh my god. I stole a baby from his wailing mother's arms and pretended he was my own, hoping it would get me out safely. When I was stopped and it seemed the fight was inevitable, I threw the baby at my foe and ran. Oh my god, the first option! Clearly this is all about unresolved sexual tension. Have you thought that maybe all you need is a good fuck? You know what, fucking, I'm saying that. Absolutely not. I don't know what you think the disfavored do, but I guarantee, Fatebinder, we are not like that. I have misbehaved, and I need to be punished. It's as simple as that. You offend us, Fatebinder. There is nothing sexual about this dispute. It is a matter of honor, not lust. Oh god, I am ready to make my decision. What are your final words? I should pay the price for the disfavored's failure. Punish me, not Livia. No, Fatebinder, do not listen to him. It should be me. You keep saying that, but it is not the case. Do not decide in her favor, Fatebinder. My failings cause the most deaths, not hers. I feel so sorry for your commanding officer. Are you always this difficult? If a desire to serve my troop and rectify a wrong is difficult, then I am proud to declare that I'm always difficult. Please, Fatebinder, tell us your decision. Oh boy. You have both, together, brought true shame to the disfavored with your pointless arguing. Both of you will pay the price for it. While I would prefer to experience the full glory of penitence myself, at least I know it will be shared with a worthy ally. You do your position proud, Fatebinder. Thank you, Fatebinder. We gave our word to accept your ruling, and we shall. We are done here. That unresolved sexual tension line. Wow. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Okay, now let's see if we can find this guy, whoever it is. He's gotta be somewhere. He might be in one of the buildings. Not Eldian's house, not Siren's sanctuary, probably not the forge. Not in Lethian's mistress. This guy must be in one of the buildings. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be this one in the corner. This one was, this one was where, yeah, this one here. Hold on, Dea is here. Over here, I need your help. Fatebinder, Dea cries out to you. I need your help, it's terrible. Her voice breaks and she wipes her hand across her eyes. My wife is dead. She puts her hand in her face and sobs. Poor Phaedra. She pulls her hands away, a fierce passion in her eyes. She was slain by the Bronze Brotherhood. This cannot be allowed to stand. I demand a Fatebinder's justice. Have you taken this matter to the garrison? As if they care. They assure me that the mercenaries will be dealt with, but that is not enough. I saw the killer. I know the very man that killed my Phaedra. You didn't seem very happy to have her around yesterday. You presume to know my feelings? Just because I don't fawn over her, I don't love her? Because I don't smile and swoon when she speaks, I am unhappy. How dare you? She puts a hand over her eyes and sobs. I can find her killer, but how do you know it was the Brotherhood? The necklace! Her hand moves to her neck, tracing bare skin. She was wearing the necklace I gave her when she bursts into tears. It was a younger man. Her words her words tremble with sobs. Sandro. She whispers the name in a lowered voice. He struck her dead and took the necklace. I was paralyzed. I froze and just watched. Her eyes well up as more tears overtake her. Bearing false witness can lead to even more murder. Are you sure it was Sandro and not some other Brotherhood mercenary? Of course I'm sure. I would recognize Sandro anywhere. The angry tone in her voice rises. He and Phaedra were friends once. They had a falling out years ago over some trivial matter. He must still be angry about it. I think he took the necklace as a token. You know how these mercenary thugs are. I'll be back after I find Sandro. Kill Sandro and please, bring back the necklace. The thought of those thugs pawning it. She rests her head in her hands and sobs. You can't let him get away with this. The Brotherhood's hideout is somewhere in Twin Rivers. Kill him and give me some peace. I guess we'll need to go to Twin Rivers again for that.
Can't do that.
Maybe this guy we're looking for is in here. Had I known there were more quests, I would have walked around. I guess this will fill up this time. No, these are just a couple settlers. They're moving. I've lost too many friends here. Okay. So it's not in that room. Come on, come on. There's a room up here, maybe in there. Oh, that's a disfavored sign. That explains the stars there. Okay, no, these are also just settlers. Where the hell is this guy? Let's see. Might be up here somewhere. There is another door over here. No, I think we went in that one. Yeah, we went in that one. We'll be going back to Twin Rivers anyway, but let's see if we can find this door, this room, or this person, whoever he is, wherever he is. I guess he's in the Sunrise District here. There's only one building I can see here. One that's left. There he is, Callian. Thank you, Fatebinder, for helping me and my sister. I guess I didn't realize how unhappy she was. I was so focused on myself that I didn't see she was suffering because of it. She left Lathlian's Crossing to pursue her dreams of exploring the Tears. I truly hope she finds her dreams out there. If you see her, please keep an eye on her. The Tears can be dangerous. As promised, here is what I owe you. Thank you. I mean, I didn't realize he promised me anything because I just happened to find her. Just randomly, but okay. Let's head back to Twin Rivers, see if we can find her killer, that woman's killer, and try and solve this. Should be simple enough. Back to Twin Rivers. So this guy is gonna have to be around here somewhere. Find Sandro. Man, we are just going back and forth a lot here. Addendum added. Oh yeah, for the keystone. He probably wouldn't be down there. They were just Bane. So he must be somewhere up in this area. Probably. Maybe. Maybe up on the ledge. Ah, there he is. Stay back! I'm armed! Clad in the piecemeal leathers, the sweaty man sizes you up, relaxing slightly as he reads your features. Leave me be, please. I'm sick and wish to be left alone. I don't wish to speak to anyone right now. You seem nervous, not ill. Indeed I am. I can't stomach it anymore. I thought I'd get used to seeing people die, but the Brotherhood and their raids, there's just no end in sight. He kicks at the soil, his hands idly playing with his necklace as his feet shuffle anxiously. I just want to be away from the folk at the crossing right now. You're somewhat oddly dressed for a Bronze Brotherhood mercenary. He looks down at what he's wearing. Oh, this. I'm not actually a Brotherhood soldier. He stops for a moment, gauging your reaction. It was the only way I could see to get out of Lethian's Crossing alive. Dea was trying to find me. I thought it best to disguise myself as a Brotherhood sellsword and follow them. I found a dead brother and donned some of his armor. I didn't really have time to figure out how to put it all on, but it worked well enough to get me here. I know you killed Dea's wife. What? You must be joking. I would never... His mouth moves, but no words form as he steps back a pace. It's a lie! His eyes dart about the many directions he could run. Block him from fleeing. Stepping forward and planting your leg down firmly, you trip Sandrio as he bolts forward into a sprint. Landing first on his knees and then his hands, Sandrio curses and hollers in surprise. When the dust settles, he limply rises to his knees, shoulders slumped in defeat. May Kairos strike me down if I'm lying. I didn't kill Phaedra, she did. It was Dea. You saw Phaedra die? Won't be forgetting it, no matter how hard I try. He wipes at his eye, his body shaking. It was Dea. I watched her kill her own wife. He takes several long breaths, doubling over in panic. It was during that last raid, when the brigands attacked. Why would Dea kill her own wife? How should I know? Dea was never very happy with her, and she wasn't happy that Phaedra and I were friends. Phaedra never should have married her. I told Phaedra it was a bad idea, but she wouldn't listen, and now she's dead. If you and Phaedra were friends, why would Dea frame you? Because I told Phaedra not to marry Dea, and she has always hated me for that. Phaedra and I have been friends since childhood. We promised to always be honest to each other, even when it hurts. When Phaedra left to live in the bastard city, I stayed in Lethian's Crossing to keep an eye on things for her. Then Phaedra told me she'd fallen in love. I was initially happy for her, but when she brought Dea back to Lethian's Crossing to meet me, I could see right away that Dea wasn't interested in Phaedra, aside from what Phaedra could offer her. If you're lying by omission, I'll personally toss you into the dungeons at Bastard City. Alarmed, Sandro throws up his arms to stave you off. Please, have mercy! You see, Phaedra... well, she was Lethian's granddaughter. As Lethian's only known female heir, she inherited the land that Lethian's Crossing sits on, but she didn't like to make a fuss about it. She just did what was needed to ensure the future of the town and left it at that. He looks around nervously and whispers. Dea, on the other hand, wanted more. I think she'd tax the merchants till near the breaking point if she was able. You're saying Dea married Phaedra for her land? Essentially, yes. I don't think Dea ever loved Phaedra. She's always had other motives. Phaedra was head over Kairos in love with Dea. She was charismatic, always knew what to say to Phaedra to make her smile, but as soon as Phaedra's back was turned, Dea's fangs would start to show. In a manner of speaking, I mean. Why should I believe any of this? His shoulders slump down and a defeated look crosses his face. I don't have any proof. All I can do is trust that as a Fatebinder you know what I'm saying is true. And why are you wearing Phaedra's necklace? This? He touches the simple turquoise medallion around his neck. It's mine! Phaedra bought it for me in Arden 10 years ago. Did Dea tell you this was Phaedra's necklace? That's absurd! The necklace is a symbol of the friendship Phaedra and I had. It seems Dea and I need to talk. Speak with your blade, not just your words. Sandro scowls, making a slashing motion with his hand. Thank you for hearing me out. She's never been the friendliest person, but I didn't think Dea would do something like this. Well, okay then. Definitely going to need to take a look here. I'm going to return to Dea. This episode may be going on a little longer, but I kind of want to figure this out. And I'm going to cut it while I run back to her. Oh dear, we've been interrupted. As you walk along a lonely stretch of open road, you see a single dog walking towards you. Its front right paw must be bad, judging by its uneven limp. A few breaks in its matted fur outline old scars. If it's noticed you, it hasn't given any indication of the fact. Hunt it, care for it, let it go. Care for it. You pet the dog and feed it some of your rations, and she pants, tail wagging tiredly. You eventually move on, bringing the dog with you. And you leave her with a youth from a village along your route who takes a shining to her. As you leave her, the dog watches you go, even as she nuzzles into her new master. Hey, plus 20 accuracy when above 75% health. I'll take that. Even though I'm more of a cat person than a dog person, I will take it. Just gotta get through this goddamn loading screen so we can speak with this Dea. I am tempted to believe Sandro over Dea, truth be told. Just because Dea was kind of distant and grumpy throughout the whole thing until this happened. I mean, she is right, but still, I don't know. Let's get up here and speak with her about this. It does explain why we were able to go up onto that ledge. Have you settled my blood debt? Dea's voice trembles, her body wearing from sobbing. You killed your wife and tried to frame Sandro. How dare you accuse... Her tear-streaked eyes widen with surprise. That's so absurd, I can't even... She clutches her head in her hands, bawling. That's preposterous, I couldn't... Dea's face turns from flush to stoic in the blink of an eye. She folds her arms before her and smiles. Well, mount me sideways, I thought I had gotten away with it. She looks down at her feet. Can't blame me for trying, though. A sly smile crosses her lips. You know, Fatebinder, with Phaedra gone, I have inherited everything she owed. Perhaps there is something I can offer you, should you decide to leave things be. I'm not interested. That's unfortunate. She slides her hand up to her ear, pulling from her hair a long, slender pin. Brandishing the makeshift weapon, she throws herself at you. Yeah, I don't think so. There may be some, anger from Lethian's Crossing, but... You need to pay for what you did.
Anyone else want to tangle with this old man?
Yeah, apparently a young woman decided to. Dea's necklace. Grace, +1 finesse. What is finesse again? Finesse is... Oh yeah, that. Oh, that's actually useful. Anyway, with that dealt with, I am going to head out of here. Next episode, we'll finally go into the old walls at Twin Rivers and see if we can deal with Raytamon and the Bronze Brotherhood. Oh, they need to deal with what they've been doing. I wish we had another way we could handle this, but unfortunately, it seems we can't. Kairos is taking true charge. Maybe in the other areas we'll be able to help out the locals a bit more to assure a more peaceful transition. Oh, but that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, well, first let me go over and make sure that there's no other interruptions. Okay. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44. That is Jason Pendragon, Barrick, Lantry, and Ebb. This has been a Let's Play of Tyranny. And I shall see you all next time.